I'm Coach Tonya here at Critical Bench, and today I want to take you through my top 5 exercises for an ab workout for men and women over 40. Now, this ab workout is really not so much about aesthetics as it is about health and functional movement, really strength and looking after your core. As we get older, things change. All right, so sometimes that appeal of a six-pack ab or washboard abs, as much as we may want that, we have to be a little bit more realistic about our health, our spinal health, and our overall health. So here are my top 5 picks put together to you in this really awesome ab workout, actually core workout. Okay, we use abs, but this is all about your core and your core health and maintaining good strength. So, for women, as we start approaching that age of menopause, there's issues with bone density. A lot of us have had children, so that's our spine, particularly our lower spine and our hips. They take a bit of a beating. So it's really important to keep that area strong, okay? It's good for postural support and just overall, better health and feeling better, okay? When you're walking around slouched and stuff, as you get through your day, becoming more and more tired, poor posture actually enhances that. It can make us feel a lot more sluggish, a lot more tired, which becomes a cyclical effect. So we're getting tired, we're slouching. As we become more tired, we actually become a little more slouched and pulled in. And it's this downward spiral we get into. So we really want to include daily, weekly core and ab exercises to keep this trunk area, this part, very strong and help prevent that, okay? And men, not to leave you out of this, as you get older, there tends to be that little bit of creep up weight, that sort of spare tire issue that may be happening. And there's a lot of reasons why that can and will happen. You might have a desk job, you just might be really, really busy. And as we get older, the metabolism slows down a little bit. So if we're carrying a little bit of extra weight around the middle, that weight pulls on that lower spine. So again, we want to make sure we're doing things to keep our spine strong, to keep our core strong, and just generally improve our health, improve our level of fitness, and just feel better. Okay, so you don't need much for this. Make sure you've got some water. I'm going to take you through the 5 exercises. I'm going to show them to you, talk a little bit about proper form and technique, and then you'll be ready to go. All right, so before we get started in the exercises, what I want you to know is that this is meant to be done for 4 rounds. So you're going to go through each of the exercises once and then again 3 more times. If you have a phone with a stopwatch or a timer on it, or maybe you're doing this with a friend and you're taking turns and timing each other, you're going to need to do that too. So the exercises are meant to be done 12 to 15 reps per exercise, or it's a holding pattern. So starting with 30 seconds is your initial goal. Aim to hold some of these poses and exercises for 30 seconds and working your way up to 60 seconds with each round and as you feel stronger. Okay, let's get started. The first exercise I want to show you is called a flutter kick. Some of you have maybe heard them called scissor kick. It's pretty much the same thing. The idea of a flutter kick is to just be strong and not be flailing around a whole lot. We're focusing on a straight spine, a tight core, and just sharp, quick little movements with our legs and feet. I like to do them from my hands. I recommend doing it from here. However, if you have shoulder issues, arm issues, if you've got any pain or you're just not as strong in your upper body, if you need to come down lower on your elbows, that's fine, all right? As long as you're staying straight, as long as you're keeping tight, we're all good. So, okay, firmly plant yourself and kicks. So I'm keeping my back straight. I'm not putting a whole lot of pressure on my hands. I'm using a tight core to actually hold my balance and just moving from my hips. And I want to do this for 30 seconds, working my way up to 60 seconds. Okay, that is the first one. All right, so you got through flutter kicks. So the second exercise is leg lifts or a hip lift. Again, depending on your strength level. If you're new to this, you might want to start with a hip lift. If you've done something similar like this before, if you already are, pretty strong in your core, you can go right into leg lifts. I'm going to show you both of them. So I'm going to start first with the leg lift. Again, you need a flat, straight surface so that your spine is supported straight. Hands down, and you're relaxed. What you're going to do, legs up. If crossing your ankles helps you to do this and make it easier for you, that's fine. What we're doing is using our abdomen, our core here, to raise our hips off the floor up towards the ceiling. So it's just a lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And you want to aim for 15, okay? If you can hit 10 to 12, that's fantastic. Add 1 or 2 with each round. Now, if you're finding that a little bit challenging, bring the bottoms of your legs down. Go into a 90-degree like tabletop position here. Same thing, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, aiming for 12 to 15 and increasing each round if you can. For the next exercise, you're going to need a bench or a chair. You can do them on the floor, but if you have access to something that you can sit on, I highly recommend grabbing that. These are called V-tucks. So you're going to need to balance yourself on the edge of the chair or the bench, whatever it is you're using. And you're going to bring your legs up. You're going to come in and out. Bring those knees in, shoot them out. Now control the movement, okay? That's going to force you to use that core, activating those abdomen muscles. Again, 12 to 15 reps. If you get to 10 the first round, increase it by 1 or 2 the next round and work your way up to that 15. My fourth top pick is a plank. And of course, no ab workout would be complete without the inclusion of planks. So I'm including 2 planks in this exercise. Here's the first one. And it may be one you've done before, it may be a little bit different because it's actually a plank with some movement in it, all right? I just call it this up and down plank, very simple because that's exactly what you're doing. So you're going to get in a plank position on your hands. So hands right below the shoulders, feet together. If you like your feet together, that's fine. Feet apart is fine as well. Just make sure your hips are down, not sagging down. We don't want them up in the air. Straight shoulders, chin tucked in. And what you're going to do is come down to the elbows, back up to the hands. Down to the elbows. Make sure you're focusing on keeping your core tight and strong and your back straight. 20 seconds, working your way up to 60 seconds as you get to that 4th round. All right, one more exercise, my 5th and probably my favorite. It's another plank, and this one adds a twist. So, get into your plank position on your elbows. You can, if you've done yoga, planking and stuff before, if you want to try this starting out from your hands, you can. It's going to do just as good a job. But from here, you're going to twist, not completely touch the floor because you're in control. You keep that core tight and strong, and you simply twist the hips, drop that hip, bring it back up to straight. Twist and lower, coming back up. Adjust your feet if you slip like I am. Again, 30 seconds, increase each round, work your way up to that 60-second mark. All right, so that concludes the ab workout for you men and women over 40. Thank you for joining me. You did a great job.